When my children were young, we had a fantastic nanny named Rose. She did all the typical things of taking the kids to their activities, and they loved her. Sometimes I took the children to their activities. One day at gymnastics, the gymnastics coach came over to me and said, "Your daughter behaves better when the nanny's here than when you're here." And I was heartbroken. This is so hard to hear as a parent when you're spending time with your children, taking them to their activities. You feel like you're doing a horrible job, but that's not the whole story. I know more now than I did then, so let's dive into it today. If we haven't met before, I'm Michelle Kelsey, founder of the Nanny Solution by Nannies on Call. I bring you videos to educate you on the nanny world. Let's uncover the science and psychology behind what's happening here. Attachment theory was developed by John Bowlby and provides significant insights into the child's behavior in situations like this. And this is the kind of thing, although it happened to me, I see nannies complain about it on the nanny boards all the time. The first thing is secure base. Parents provide a secure base for their children. This means children feel safest with their parents, allowing them to express their emotions, true feelings, and even defiance. It isn't necessarily a sign of bad behavior, but instead secure attachment. The next would be emotional release. Sometimes after a long day of behaving well for either a nanny or a teacher at school, children may release their pent-up emotion from the day as soon as they reunite with their parents. There are some other ideas that go into this when thinking about why children sometimes behave better with the nanny versus their parents. And it can be something like consistent routine. Nannies often maintain a structured routine and clear boundaries, which can lead to better behavior. Nannies who follow a consistent routine help children know what's coming next, and that helps them feel secure. And the next is professional distance. Nannies can often maintain a professional relationship with children. Maintaining a certain distance can lead to more respect and adhering to the rules. This doesn't mean that nannies and children don't have very close relationships. It's just a different relationship. We can't talk about this subject without talking about parents and their guilt and overcompensation. Many parents feel guilty about leaving their children and going to work all day. This can lead to overcompensation in the form of leniency or indulgence, which can undermine discipline. Trying to make up for lost time, parents might relax rules and discipline, leading to inconsistency. I know lots of nannies talk about this when they say the family doesn't allow TV, not even a minute during the day, and as soon as the parents come home, they give in and let the child sit and watch TV. Understanding why this is happening might help nannies be a little more compassionate in this situation. Parents may also seek their children's approval or avoid conflict, which also can lead to inconsistencies in behavior and discipline. Parents also feel extra stressed and fatigued, which can impact their ability to follow rules and discipline methods. After a long work week, parents might not have the energy to deal with a temper tantrum or to enforce the rules. Again, it's easier to let the child sit in front of the TV than dealing with them crying. Fatigue can shorten a parent's patience, which, as we all know, leads to giving in faster. There are several studies on this if you want to do more research and insight into this phenomenon. Studies have shown that parental stress and inconsistent discipline correlates with increased behavioral issues in children. Understanding why children often behave better for nannies over their parents involves looking at attachment, routine, parental guilt, and stress. It's important for parents to recognize these factors and strive for consistency and structure while still providing a loving and supportive environment for their children. And it's important for nannies to understand the stresses and the attachment theory that children are going through when switching between caregiver and parent. I hope that helps you understand a little bit more into why children often behave better for nannies over parents. If you've had this experience before or have any tips on how you've handled this situation, comment down below so that we can learn from each other. See you next week.